What's up, y'all? It's Honest Movie Guy, and I'm back with another review for Hallmark's Countdown to Christmas. Today, I want to review the second movie from this past weekend. It is called Right Before Christmas, obviously made this year. This one was a mixed bag for me of emotions. I liked a lot of it, but the execution was just not right. And unless you know why, in this review. So for those that have forgotten, this is how it works. First I give you a synopsis of the movie, then I give you a spoiler-free review of the movie. Finally I give you my honest rating and my honest recommendation. So let's jump in. The synopsis for Right Before Christmas reads: the movie centers around a recently single Jessica who sends Christmas cards to people who have impacted her life. The aunt who raised her, her younger brother in the military, a pop star who was part of the soundtrack of her life, the music teacher who inspired her, and the best friend who always tells the truth. Alright, so that synopsis literally sums up what the movie's about. Main girl Jessica, played by Tori DeVito, ends up sending out Christmas letters to literally people that impacted her life, and you get to see the individual stories revolving around each letter. Now, it is different for a typical Hallmark movie because literally, like the previous one, this past weekend that I watched, it's not romance focused. That's really, pushing the plot. It's more about, other developments and other characters. So it's literally, as I said, a mixed bag of emotion because the movie was all over the place. And that brings me to why I can't say this movie was great. There was just too much going on. Too many different little side plots with each character in the letter. Like, some of the characters had absolutely no relation to some of the other characters out in the movie as well. Like, it was just too many side little plots. Like, literally each individual plot throughout the movie regarding like the characters are introduced and some of the characters that receive letters could have been their own, movie. They could have been the plot for their own Hallmark movie. So imagine not having one plot, but 4 other plots in addition, so 5 plots total, and just all just like conflicting and switching back and forth in between. It just a lot. Doesn't leave enough room for character development where you care about any of the characters, and it just leaves everything very underdeveloped and flat in my opinion. So that's my biggest complaint with this. It was just too much going on. If they had just kind of focused on maybe just one plot and then maybe one small subplot, or maybe just, I don't know, 2 subplots, I don't know, but it was just too much. And that's why our main characters, played by Chad Michael Murray and Tori DeVito, who had the main romance in the movie, we didn't really care about because the romance wasn't very developed at all. There was their little moments, but then it was just, oh, we're going to this person, oh, we're going to that person, oh, we're going to this person. So it was just all over the place. So it was hard to follow. It wasn't hard to follow, but it didn't really keep your attention because it was just all over the place. So that's my main complaint. I did like the actors. Drew Seeley, as I said, I love Chad Michael Murray from One Tree Hill, A Cinderella Story. I love Tori DeVito. I saw her in Vampire Diaries, so I got no beef with in terms of the casting. And I do think they were, their acting was well done. The plot was just too jumbled and all over the place for my liking. Now, IMDb gave this movie a 7.7. No way I'm giving it that. In my opinion, this movie deserves I'd give it like a 6.2. I'd give it a 6.2 because despite all the different plots throughout it, there's likable actors in it, and the little plots are well done in my opinion, and they're likable. The characters are likable. So there's not really like any huge downfall with that, but the plot leaves a lot left to be desired just because of how much is going on in it. So my recommendation is this is a decent one. Again, better than week 2 for sure. So I do think this is worth a watch if you got nothing better doing and you just want to, something that you can just put on the background and watch and enjoy moments here and there. But in terms of it being one of the better ones, it is not at the top so far, but it's better than the worst ones that we've seen. So give it a watch if you're into it. If not, wait for a better one and, hopefully we get one that you'll like. That's it for this review. I'm the Honest Movie Guy. Make sure to like and subscribe below. And tune into more videos for Hallmark's Countdown to Christmas.